Hi, I'm Chris Meyer, author of Peter, a Starfolk Saga, which is available on Amazon, and I'm developing this game, Drop Troop. You may know me on Twitter as @Omaha Renegade. Today I'll be taking everyone through an update on where the game stands as is. Today I'll be using a bunch of Infiniture minis to take you through the game. We'll go through about a turn, and I'll take you through the rule book and some of the concepts of the game. As you see here, I have two forces, my dice, my measuring tape, and a few extra dice for counters. And the D20s you see are the commander's gun drones that they get for free. Here you'll see the spreadsheet I've created just to track the points and the wounds, resource points, and victory points for each team. This, of course, will be refined as the game improves. This is just how I do it for now. Like I said, over here are the points. So a normal commander is 45 points, but then I improved his skill stat by 4 for 40 points. Made him a veteran, made him a captain, and then gave him a machine gun versus the pistol he normally has. And so that adds up to 170 points. As we go through this demo and walkthrough, we're just going to be using the rules as they are. I'll be going through most of the paragraphs that pertain to this. Others can be found on the link that I'll provide to the PDF version of the rules as they are. One of the key parts of Drop Troop is creating the force at the beginning. Both players determine the size of the game from 200 to 500 with 100-point increments. And then they build their forces based on that. And as they choose units, they can improve them. 10 points to improve their skill. 30 points to improve their operational time by 1 turn, and we'll get into what operational time is. And then each unit has weapons that can be upgraded. Now, it is key you create the force first before laying out your battlefield and objectives. When you do go to lay out the battlefield and objectives, you roll a D4 or you take a D8 and have it, and +2. Before this was there was a larger chart on how to figure out objectives, but after a while, that didn't make any sense. For 500-point games, I was getting 8 objectives, and it made absolutely no sense because only 3 to 4 of the objectives would actually be used. And then, of course, as you roll this, let's say you roll a couple of the same objective. That's fine. If you have 5 manufacturing facilities or 4 supply containers, whatever it may be, that's fine. The idea is that your force is jumping into an abandoned asteroid colony around a dead planet. And so they don't know what they're going to find. And in the rules, there's the chart for that. Now, as terrain and objectives are placed, there really are no rules on how to place them. Both players just agree, hey, this is how we're going to do it, whether it's rock, paper, scissors, or you just discuss it. And then you either lay markers or you can use terrain as the objective. For example, there might be an ore extractor. As long as you and your fellow player or players agree that that piece of terrain is the ore extractor, and that is the objective, then that's fine. And then there are different objective conditions. There's hold the objective till end of game, hold for 1 turn, hold for 2, move off map, and hold for 1 turn, then move off map. And now we come to one of the key points of this game, is that not all units are going to be used. In this universe, commanders drop with the forces they have, not the forces they want. And like I said, many times they're dropping into old abandoned colonies that haven't been mapped or known about for decades. So you may not use all your troops. And it's up to you, the player, to determine how you're going to use your troops and when, and how to utilize those resources that you have. All right, so the big game begins with deployment. Deployment zone is 6 inches from the edge of the map. And as we see here, both commanders have deployed within 6 inches of the map. Then each player rolls initiative. You'll have to excuse my bandage. I just got thumb surgery. So team 2 has a 4, team 1 has a 6, team 1 has the initiative. Now, in this game, unfortunately, I rolled a bunch of 60-point hold until end of turn objectives. So here we have an R&D lab, we have 2 manufacturing facilities, we have an ore extractor, then we have a med bay, which you hold for 2 turns, and then a technical readout, which you hold for 1 turn. So the commander takes his first turn. Measuring from the front of the mini, he moves 2 inches. He can move vertical 2 inches, so there's 4. Another vertical 2 inches, there's 6. And then about another inch. So let's move him back. So he just advanced. Advancing is 6 inches, and a unit that is advanced can either shoot or, in the term of the commander, can drop a troop. However, if a unit rushes, which is greater than 6 inches up to 12 inches, or charges another unit, they are not able to shoot, and the commander is not able to drop a troop. So the commander is moved, or has advanced. Each commander has a gun drone for free. It costs 0 points unless you upgrade it, and then it only costs the amount of upgrade points. In this game, these dice, these D20s that Infinity provides, act as the drones. So he uses his free action to deploy his drone, and and then in this case, I think the commander will drop a support trooper. Now this support trooper in this game costs 60 resource points. So the commander starts out with 150 minus 60, ends up being 90 resource points left. The currently dropped support trooper cannot activate this turn, nor can the currently dropped support trooper do a reaction shot. We'll talk about reaction shots in a second. So there's team 1's turn. Going on to team 2, this commander has to make some decisions. If he moves up here, that commander, team 1 commander, will be able to do a reaction shot. But a reaction shot adds +3 to any skill roll. So this commander is a 4+ skill, +3, that's 7. This team 2 commander may think that's an acceptable risk. So we move here, up 2, so that's 4, up 2, and that's 6. The Team 1 commander makes his 1 attack reaction shot. That's a 2, and so that misses. The Team 2 commander then deploys the free gun drone as a the free gun drone as a free action. And then instead of the support trooper, in this case, the Team 2 commander is going to drop his mech suit. We'll see if we can get him to stay or if it's going to break our terrain. So the mech suit, with all of its upgrades, is 95 points. Which leaves 65 points if my beer math is correct. So that's the first turn of the game. The next turn, both players roll initiative. Team 1 got a 5 and Team 2 got a 6. So Team 2 has the initiative. In this case, we're going to move the mech suit. We're going to move the mech suit to the med bay. Now the mech suit has an operational time of 3. So let's see if he goes down 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then he moves. Yep. Let's see. It's probably not exact. 5, 6. Now, during that movement, the Team 1 commander, I think only the Team 1 commander is in range, but the Team 1 commander was in line of sight and in range to shoot that mech suit. So he also gets another reaction shot. However, the mech suit advanced, so there's a +1 to his reaction shot, in addition to the +3. So this Team 1 commander has to roll an 8 or higher to hit. And he misses. And then, just to see, let's see. No, he's not going to get up there. That's fine. So we're going to move the mech suit. The mech suit is actually going to rush 4 more inches. And then 2 inches up there. Oops. We'll move him there so that our terrain doesn't die. Okay. Well, this then poses a problem for the support trooper, since that was kind of the point of moving this support trooper is to get up here. But now this support trooper has a conundrum. I guess he could go down here to get this technical readout, but he could be waylaid by this mech suit. But let's try it. So, the joys of having a cast on. So this support trooper moves down here for 6. Now, both the Team 2 commander and the Team 2 mech suit saw this guy move and are in range. So, but he advanced. So there's a +1 to the +3. So for both of them, it's an 8 or higher. Commander misses, and so does the mech suit. So that support trooper is fine. Now the support trooper is going to shoot the mech suit. You measure from the front of the Mini, so that's 9 inches. Let's consult the support troopers. Yep, he has a flamer or a flamethrower for 12 inches. With an attack of 1. Now, the support trooper has a skill of 6, as does the mech suit. So in this case, there's no math to be done. The support trooper just needs a 6 or higher to hit. Now the mech suit advanced, so that's a +1, 7 or higher to hit. And he missed. Next turn, this commander goes up and makes base contact with the objective so that it's considered secure. And he's going to shoot at the support trooper. The support trooper, he has a skill of 4. The support trooper advanced for a +1. However, in drop troop, instead of attack and defense and different things like that, there are skill modifiers. And so you take your attacker stat and subtract it from the target stat. In this case, so the attacker stat is 4, the target stat is 6, so that's a -2. So while this should be a 5 or higher, subtract 2 is a 3 or higher. And that subtraction goes to a minimum of 3+. There's no going down to 0 and getting automatic hits. So this commander needs a 3+, 3 or higher to hit that support trooper. And he gets it. And so the support trooper takes 1 wound. And so we roll for stunned or knocked out. Now 2 through 7, where you take the number of wounds plus the roll to see if they are stunned or knocked out. A cumulative of 2 to 7 is stunned, and an 8 is knocked out. So 1 wound plus a roll of 7 is 8. That support trooper is knocked out. And that is the basics of drop troop for now. Now, of course, I'm still working on, can a commander drop just 1 troop per turn or as many troops as they have resource points for? That's still in the works, and I think I'm leaning more towards the commander can drop as many troops as they have resource points for. Be cognitive of the fact that at the end of the game, remaining resource points are added to victory points, and that determines the final score. So you could think, hey, I got all these objectives, but if your opponent was more frugal with their resource points, they may win. And those are things you have to balance throughout the game. So this is the drop troop demo and update as far as the rules are concerned now. Please like the video, subscribe, even though I don't have a lot there yet, and leave a comment on what you think. And I'm also going to link the PDF of the latest version of the rules. Thank you for watching this video.